My chance to start a regular season game arrived unexpectedly in the middle of week 7. Our starter was injured, and I was the next man up.
Okay, sugar.
It took everything I had to calm my nerves. The preseason is one thing, but I'd be stepping out under the lights for real this time. Then we huddled up and headed out.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". On 1st and 10, Lassiter. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
So here we are, Charles, speaking of this rookie quarterback. He's had one training camp and, gosh, I don't know, about a month and a half or so of regular season games to try to digest everything. Now here he is making his first NFL start.
And he will tell you that he is calm, has everything under control, that the butterflies won't get him. But let's just be honest about it. They have to affect him at least a little bit. Let's see if he can handle it. Now, preseason, I thought it was a little bit up and down, but you mentioned the time he's had with the team, the time watching the starter play. Here's his opportunity, and I would expect the coaching staff to emphasize what he does well in their play calling.
So does that mean you think the playbook shrinks a little bit here?
I think they have to be careful about that, because here's the thing. NFL defenses, if you shrink the playbook too much, then it just really strangles your opportunity to try and move the football.
That he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
By the defense.
Following the fumble recovery, Lassiter, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Justin Rohrwasser.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it isn't. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled. And he loses the football a second time. But an alert 49 are able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 5-yard gain.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. from the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
The ball carrier.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Field to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
19. 49ers nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Lassiter. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Intended for Marquis.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now pass here caught by Edelman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 24-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. On 1st down, Lassiter. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the draw, here's White. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
James White.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sonny Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 27, Garoppolo. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lassiter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it'll be 2nd down. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Once again, the Pats decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Benjamin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now Edelman. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe.
There he goes, Julian Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. For a big play there for New England. 64 yards.
18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
First down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lassiter to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Makes the score Patriots 34.
Still a little bit of of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin. Now, loose football. The ball comes out. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Benjamin on the returns. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Garoppolo with the completion there. He, of course, drafted by these Patriots back in 2014. Spent 3.5 years as the understudy to Tom Brady. And you remember the discussions about, well, we can't keep both of these guys. And it was Garoppolo who departed, traded to San Francisco for a second-round pick back on Halloween of 2017. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2 by 6.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On a handoff, it's White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Lassiter looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the fumble recovery, Lassiter. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Calling a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Off play action. Lassiter going deep here for Adelman. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got the connection here to Bourne. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Samuel bringing in the slant. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's into the clear. 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. It only took them 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting them in for 6 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Just take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Brandon Oakland.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think that...
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Taken down and sacked.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
42-yard line.
Garoppolo. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Open man is born. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
First down 49ers.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.